All right, next we're going to talk about RevPAR. Okay, so RevPAR stands for revenue per available room, and it's a single metric that is a function of both room rates and occupancy. So the metric to get it, you multiply your average daily rate per room by the occupancy rate for the entire night or a series of nights. So if we look at an example here, we'll look at a lodge that has 200 rooms that sell for an average of $106 per night. And we notice that the average occupancy rate is about 68%. So to get the RevPAR, we multiply $160 times 0.68. So we get a RevPAR of $108.80. Overall, with RevPAR, our goal is to increase our revenue. So what we can do there is we can have more effective marketing campaigns to increase the occupancy and the revenue for the lodge or the hotel. Different scenarios can be investigated using RevPAR so we can see how things might change if we do one of these marketing campaigns and we increase our occupancy rate. So here we can take a look at a couple different scenarios. So we got the number of rooms on the left at 200. And so on the first two lines, you'll see that average daily room rate is $160. So if we increase our occupancy rate from 68 to 72%, you can see the total revenue over toward the right jumps up by a couple of $1,000s. On the other hand, what we can do is if we go down, we can look at the average daily room rate at $175, and then we can see how the occupancy rate will change there as well. So we're increasing our room rate, and then we're also moving up as far as occupancy. So you can see that changing the room rate by $15 brings in a net increase of a couple of $1,000s as well. So overall, you have to remember that price and occupancy rate, they're dependent upon each other, right? And changing the rate by fluctuating the price may not always work out as you hoped. So lowering the price usually generates an increase in occupancy, but that doesn't necessarily we're going to increase in profit or get that if that margin's worth it, right? So we also have to take in consideration other factors. Is that increase in occupancy worth the increase in work? Is it worth the increase that we're going to get as far as revenue as well? And the same goes through the other way. If we increase the price, we're going to have a drop in occupancy. Does that make sense? I would encourage you to go out and look at more examples of RevPAR, but it's a very important statistic, especially in the tourism industry.